Hello. Let's see if I can get these two cameras dialed in a little closer together. I am going live tonight on Facebook and YouTube. This is never an easy job getting set up for this. Hi, everybody. All right. A little better than we had been in past weeks. I think we're not quite spread out. James, are you in the room? Looking for my James. Where is my dude at? My pal James. And I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing already? Wow. Oh, I look tired. I was outside today. It was hot. We are going live on YouTube and on Facebook tonight. I will be answering questions. You're there, James? Let's see, am I finding you on YouTube yet, or are you just Facebook? Ah, there you are. Yep, I see you. All right, gotcha. You know, and I do, okay, I get on camera, fix my hair. All right, you guys. Who do I have over here on YouTube? I'm only seeing one person. I am going to try to get some of you guys to transition over to YouTube tonight. I could use the head count over there. The more people that I have watching at YouTube, the more they will put my videos in as suggestions after other people's videos. So trying to get some of you guys over there. All right. Now, this is how this works, okay? I'm going to be scrolling your questions, and if Spirit so chooses to give me a little bit of insight on, I'm going to change glasses here. If Spirit gives me a little bit of insight on you, I will spot your question and I will answer it. Sometimes I don't get anything when I see. I know some of you guys ask every week sometimes, and if I'm not getting any message, I don't want to make something up for you guys. I mean, I don't do that. So there we go. And there we go. Ah, whoa, look at that. I can see. Good Lord, they were dirty. Okay. Yeah. If you could keep the messages kind of general, you know, how do certain things work, how does Spirit react, that kind of stuff. It's a little easier on me, but I will answer personal questions when I see them, okay? I will try. Now, some of you were asking about donating. If you do, James, can I get you to post the link for the PayPal? If you guys feel like you want to donate or tip me for what I do, I want you to know that any money that I make from these YouTube lives and these Facebook lives, I will use for my missing persons work. A lot of times when people have me come help out on a missing persons case, I have to, you know, I pay for my own gas, the food, the travel. Sometimes I have to have a driver take me so that I can, you know, kind of put my mind on where I'm going and what's going on. So if you do feel it, and I don't want anybody to think that you have to either, please, it's not about this. It's not about the money. But other people, other channels do that, and some of you have asked me. So that I just want you to know that anything that does come for that, I will use for missing persons work. A lot of people have a lot of unanswered questions. Okay, let me see. Throw me a question. All right. James, are you able to get yourself on split screen this week? All right, let me peek over here at this one. Stephanie wants to know, do I see anything with the new house? Feels like you're having a hard time getting it. Okay, wise guy. My pal Ryan. It seems like you're having issues with the closing of the new house. There's some technicalities tied up in maybe the title work, or maybe the deed wasn't completely clear, some little glitch. There might be something involved with that closing with finance too. Banks really got reluctant in a real hurry because they didn't know about how the job market was going to last, so their lending restrictions got a whole lot tighter. That is going to work out. Just give it time, Stephanie. It will. Let's see there. How about over here? Hi, Stacia. Good to see you over here at YouTube, honey. I appreciate that. I need a body count over there. Can you guys see my t-shirt? The psychic is in. Julie's mentioning to me about she'd love to see me do a whole video of dream interpretations. I'm not a real good one for dream interpretations. None of my dreams ever mean anything. I once got out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. I had a horrible dream that my middle son, who was an adult and lived on his own, it was a horrible, ugly dream, and it was a catastrophe. And I had to get up and drive 30 miles to his house in the middle of the night just to check on him. And he was fine. And nothing ever came out of that. None of the dream held true or anything. Sometimes the dreams just are your subconscious too. But I'm not real versed in dream interpretation, though. I may have to look more into that a little more for you. Okay, Charlie Elizabeth wants to know, can you tell me what the negative energy is around me? It's causing my anxiety to be bad. And I thought about voluntarily committing myself. Honey, no, wait a minute. I want you to know you are empathic. An empath is somebody that you're sensitive to other people's feelings and emotions. It's not negative energy that you're picking up. It's just you're picking up energy. And you're not knowing how to interpret that. It will cause anxiety because you're feeling shit other people are going through. You need to pop over to YouTube and check out some of my videos over there. I have videos on empathy, how to protect yourself. Get over there and look at some of those videos after we get done tonight. Awesome. I've got quite a few of you guys over there at YouTube, and I've got almost 35 over here at Facebook. But Charlie, and it's real common to automatically assume that it's a negative energy. Very rarely is it. But you're an empath, and there are ways to block what you're feeling. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I know it feels it's insane. There's times it'll affect you not just with anxiety but with depression too. They're real common to go hand in hand, anxiety and depression. If you are an empath, you're psychically feeling what people are dealing with on their own, and it can be difficult. Let's see what's going on over here. DLJ, my 4-year-old Phoenix has been having nightmares and waking up screaming. Very hard for him to calm down. Is there anything we can do to help them stop? Yes, it sounds like your child. It sounds like he is a little budding psychic. Kids have the ability to still see, hear, and feel spirit. I went through night terrors like that myself. It's horrible. It's scary. I dealt with another mother this in the past week or two, actually a couple of different cases. One, the child was almost, they had to put him in a straitjacket because he was trying to fight things he didn't see. And the medical workers did not understand it. The child was really seeing spirit. So your child is probably seeing and hearing and feeling spirit. I am going to put another video up, but as I mentioned earlier for Charlie, go DLJ, please go look through my videos here on YouTube. Look for the ones that pertain to empathy and protection. And that kind of gives you a beginning avenue to start if you have a child. Look, I did the same thing. I had horrible nightmares as a child, night terrors, because I really knew there was something under the bed. I just didn't know how to deal with it or cope with it or shut it off. When you start seeing some of those videos now, I am going to offer a small closed class for parents of psychic kids, so that I can help you guys get these kids under their fears under control. We can control that the same way you would not allow an unruly guest in your house. You don't have to let unruly spirit bother your kids, okay? And we'll handle it that way. But that's not real uncommon, and there are going to be more and more kids. Tons and tons of kids are beginning to see spirit. There is tons and tons more people, adults, who are seeing spirit. We're going through a time right now that the earth is changing and it's evolving, and we are going into, when it repairs and heals, it's going to be a better time and a better place, and we're, just getting prepared for that. So, don't be surprised if some of you guys do see things too. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Simkis, are you my gal from Great Britain? Yeah, Charlie says she has no idea how I do it. It can be draining. And really, the way that I'm bombarding myself right now with energies from YouTube and energies from Facebook, and with almost 50 of you between the two right at this moment, it could be a little overwhelming. I call in my spirit guides to help me hold my shit together while I'm doing this. Becky McCann would like to know if she could hear from her dad. He's saying something to you like, I can feel his energy and what he's trying to say. I may not get the exact wording because they kind of give it to us in a block thought. But he's making me feel like, I told you, you got this, champ. Now, I don't know if he called you champ, or I don't feel like it was a really girly name, but I think he almost something like that. But he's saying, you've got this. You're doing a good job. He's also talking to me about the time he gave you that nickname. Now, it may not be champ exactly, but it is something like a little boy, like what you may call a boy, pal, buddy. Maybe you were his buddy, but it's not as not gender specific is what I'm getting at. Ruth wants to know, how do I see this live on YouTube? Ruth, scroll down and see if you see a post from James, and James will go ahead and pop that link for YouTube, and it'll take you over to my channel. But James, if you happen to have the link for the live and post that, that's even better yet. I couldn't give you that link before I got on, and now that I'm on, I can get the link, but I can't get it to you. Yeah, Ruth, just pop over to YouTube. You'll find me over there. There we go. He just put it on there. Okay, anything about my, Sally Martin wants to know anything about my sister's health. Oh, from your sister about your health. Sally, are you dealing with something with your legs? I'm feeling like a circulation problem. I feel like your legs and feet are usually cold. Yeah, he just posted the live, the link for the live there, you guys. So anybody that, if you guys are on Facebook and want to pop over to YouTube, I would love you to death if you did. I need the body count over there at YouTube. But yeah, I'm feeling something with your circulation overall, Sally. Are you retaining water too right now? I feel like you might be dealing with some swelling maybe of the legs and extremities. And your sister is saying lay off the salt, okay? Did she always peek over your shoulder when you were, as a kid, when you had the salt shaker and was picking on you? It can be regulated. I think you might be doctoring for this, but keep following your doctor's advice on this. Okay, let's take another one from this side. Anything from Nona Seaborn? Anything on my health? I go to the doctor on Friday. Yeah, you've been scared about something. You had some kind of little health scare, maybe like a urinary tract infection kind of thing, something, that prompted you to call. I think you're almost going to have it resolved before you get there on Friday, and I think you're going to get a clean bill of health. How about we pray for that? How about we send Nona Seaborn for clean bill of health on Friday? Okay, now we kind of boosted that for you too, so keep us posted. All right, we're going to pop back over here. Hi, Darlene. Is Dan there? Hi, Dan. I appreciate you guys over here. Okay. Maria Rodriguez would like to know, is my ex Ricardo coming back? Yes, he will, but I don't think you want him back, do you? I've got a feeling he's a little bit of a player, that he has left you before, kind of starts up something else with somebody else, and then misses you. This man does love you. He does care about you, but I feel like he is always looking for something new, exciting. He's one of those guys that gets tired with the same woman or person after a long period of time. But yeah, he's coming back, honey. Get yourself strong. And when he gets ready to come back, tell him, you know what, I'm happier without you. I don't have the negativity. I don't have the fighting. Am I on the right track? Hey, I know Ricardo. Not personally. I've had 10 like him. You're talking to the mother of experience here. Okay, Christine Stasik wants to know, her uncle passed last week and she didn't get to see him before he passed. He visited her in a dream. Can you tell me what he was trying to say? Um, Usually when they come and visit you in that short a period of time right after a death, all they're wanting to do is basically let you know, hey, I got here okay. It's like any trip, when anytime you left grandma's house years ago, she always said, call when you get home. Let me know you got home okay. We bikers do the same thing. We split up at the end of the night. We head home. We're rolling down the road, and our friends are yelling, call when you get home, okay? And that's what your uncle was doing. He was just wanting you to let your mother know. Is that your mother's brother? That he's okay. He made it. He's in good hands over there. Everything's swell. He's very relieved. Something in the physical world was very emotional for him. He's very relieved. All that stuff fell away over there. He had some heartache and misery that he may have been dealing with, kind of a family drama kind of thing, and it's okay now. Okay, pop back over here and let's see. Hi, Elaine Evans. Thank you for popping over. I appreciate that. You guys are so awesome. You're absolutely like the coolest group. You know what? There is nobody doing what I'm doing. Of all the other psychics and mediums, nobody is answering and scrolling through live questions. They have pre-picked questions that they kind of pull out and get ready. They do some general questions like, why does spirit act this way? But to dial in on each and every, I can't get to each and every one of you, but to dial in on individuals is very difficult. And why is it every week when I start doing these videos, my nose gets itchy? Just spirit letting me know that they are ever present, keeping me on my toes, because it rhymes on those. Let's see. Okay, I have Nav, and she wants to know, will Ammon Bath contact me? No, I don't feel. I almost feel like you need to send the first, extend the first olive branch. I've got the feeling that was some kind of a breakup or a misunderstanding, and there's not going to be any contact from the other side. Nav, you need to get a hold, send an olive branch, the first message, but I'm not sure you want to, though. I think that was kind of very hurtful for you, that they kind of cut off contact that way, kind of ghosted you. Man, you deserve better than that, honey. Lois wants to know, is Tommy coming back in my life? He isn't out of your life yet. It's not over and done. You're out of each other's sight, but you're not out of each other's minds. You guys love each other intensely. But for some reason, when you're together, you're boneheads. Okay? He's going through what a lot of men go through about a certain age in life, and I think it's just midlife crisis. Now, here's the tough part. They usually settle down after a certain point, a certain age. You could take him back, but it could happen again. It's happened before. And I don't even know for certain if Lois and Tommy can, if I've got, okay, I lost it over here. But anyway, it's not going to change. It hasn't changed yet. He could settle down, but it's not quite ready yet, okay? You're not ready. You're not ready. I wouldn't let him back in my life. You deserve a little bit better. And if I were he, I would not try to pursue you, because he loves you enough to let you go too. He does love you. No matter how it works out, know that that man loves you. Okay. You know, sometimes I'm not given the insight on certain questions. Sometimes we're not meant to have answers. Sometimes we're meant to kind of hit our head on some things in order to get the full lesson. Okay, this is a good question. Let me see if I can find it again. Caitlin Young asking or saying that my grandma's been gone for a few years now. The other day I could have sworn I seen her in my neighbor's window staring at me, and I feel like she was trying to tell me something. Okay, yeah. You know, Caitlin, you're kind of dealing with something right now. I feel like you have some kind of personal drama that might be going on for you, and that you've been trying to sort through some issues. You're trying to figure out kind of what you want to do right now in your life. There's some changes you've been wanting to make, and your grandmother is saying she's there for you to lean on. Now, anytime any of our parents, grandparents, or any family members pass on, their task is to stand ready on the other side. And it is to love, guide, and protect us. And that's what your grandma was telling you, is that, look, I'm here for you. Now, you can call on them just like you can. I don't know if you guys can see this picture. Behind me, it's the, we'll tip this camera up. It is the Holy Mary Mother, okay? Let's get these guys over here. Let them see it for briefly. You can see that behind me, the Holy Mary, the Holy Mother Mary. Our own family members have almost the same abilities as the saints and ascended masters. They're standing ready to help love us and guide us and get us through some of the really big trials and tribulations. But we've got to talk to them and call on them and ask them for that help. When we come to this earth, it is a free will planet, and we cannot get that help to intervene unless we ask. Now, some of the higher ascended masters and the archangels and our own spirit guides, well, not spirit guide, they can, however, intervene. You've often heard of, you know, somebody was in a bad wreck and they walked away, and, you know, they said it was their angel that got them through it. But our own family has got to kind of have us, we've got to like call for them. So talk to your grandma and let her know that you're needing her help, and she can step in a little more with the issues you're dealing with, Caitlin. We wish you luck with that. You've got this, though. I know you well enough. I already feel your energy well enough. I know you got this. Hello, Mary Lindsay. How are you? I'm going to give a big shout out to my friend Mary Lindsay. Mary is one of the best psychics that there is. She is very, very gifted, and she is in the state of Florida. If any of you live in Florida, get a hold of Mary Lindsay. She is on my Facebook scroll and live over here. You'll find her on my friends list, and message her if you would like to get a personal reading from Mary. She can do that for you. She's very, very gifted. And you know what? There's enough of this to go around for everybody. We're like doctors and nurses. We're healers. And I just want you guys to know that Mary is highly recommended and highly suggested by me. Okay, Casey Bond wants to know if I can get through to her grandma who died the day before her birthday. I'm thinking this is your mama's daddy, or excuse me, your mother's mother. Um, but I feel there a great bond on. Yeah, this I'm feeling it happen just recently. Um, I feel like there's a real there goes the lights. I feel like there's a really strong bond between you and her. Um, she's saying she's sorry she ruined your day because you're not going to remember your birthday now without thinking of her. Okay, she ruined your day this year, but she says, what a perfect reminder. You'll never forget the day I left because it's the same time as the day you came. So your grandmother's energy is really good and she's really upbeat. She says that everything is feeling better now. She doesn't have the aches and pains and she's thinking clearly again. So if that makes sense and if it resonates with you, honey, that's from your grandma. Okay, I'm going to pop back over here to YouTube. James is mentioning, be sure to hit that subscribe button, everybody that is popping over to YouTube. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. YouTube is like a lot of people from Facebook are afraid to go to YouTube, and I'm not sure why. YouTube is like a big, let's just imagine it like Dish Network for a minute, okay? It is a conglomeration of all these people putting their videos on, and each person has their own channel. So instead of Travel Channel that has all the psychic and ghost stuff on it, you have the Tina channel. Once you subscribe to 1 or 20 people, once you pop over there, your channels will show up and you'll be able to see if we put anything new on there. It's absolutely free. You can subscribe to a deeper, bigger, broader YouTube, but they have YouTube has awesome movies and videos, things that you can't find in other places too. But no, it's totally free. Thank you, Ruby R. Okay, DLJ is asking. She's wondering if her grandma Barb is still around. She's around you quite a bit. She is. You're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. I'm feeling like you might be a teenager, high school, dealing with that drama that we all deal with at that age. And your grandma is around you. Your grandma is around you quite a bit, and she's trying to help you get through these tough times. Like I said earlier, talk to your grandma the same way you would talk to a saint and ask her to help you. Yes, I do medical readings, but, and I'm not seeing my other girl, Karen, tonight. Karen McAfoos is a wonderful medical medium. Her services are free. If you have anything that you would like to know about as far as an issue you're dealing with medically, you can get a hold of Karen also. But yes, I do. I can kind of do full body scans when somebody is sitting across from me at the table, or when I'm doing a long distance reading. I can kind of scan and pick up on what might be a medical malady that you're dealing with. And, and I always suggest, partially for protection for myself, that you see your doctor and take their advice. Okay. But yeah, I do. Austin Murphy wants to know any messages from my little brother. Austin, I'm not certain how your brother passed. Oh my gosh, I almost feel like he accidentally drank or took something wrong, and it was an accidental maybe an OD. Very difficult. Let me try and dial him in, Austin. It's kind of fuzzy around him. He is saying he's okay. He comes around you. He's saying he's got your 6. Did you guys game together or against each other? Because he's making me feel like he's, you know what? I don't know what the games are, but I'm feeling like it is a military kind of game, and you guys played opposite each other or on the same side going after the bad guys. But he's around you a lot. Okay, I'll pop back over to this side. Stacy wants to know, how about career and money? I think, were you thinking about making a change in career right now? I see work it's either really good for you or it's really bad right now. Almost like it goes one way or the other, or it can flip back and forth, like you've got a lot of work and then nothing. You're going to come across, things are going to iron out for a lot of us on a bigger level too, and you're going to notice more stabilized work, and your money is going to even out too. So just keep hanging in there. Okay, Beth King wants to know, she lost her mother in 2012. Is there any messages from her? It's been a while since I've seen her near. Okay, your mother, you used to feel your mother's energy a lot more a few years ago. As time has gone on, your mother is not coming around, or you're not, let me put it this way, you're not feeling your mother come around near as much as you used to. She is around you. She watches what you do, especially in the kitchen. Your mother, a lot of the cooking and things that you do are very reminiscent of how mom did it. And anytime you say that about mom and then a grandma too, you kind of do the same thing with a grandma energy. I don't know if that's your mom's mom or your dad's mom, but you honor both your mom and a grandma when you're in the kitchen, because you do things the way they did. You try very much to keep it the same way. Just know you're really loved from the other side. Okay, who's over on this side? Let's see. Any messages from my sister, from Elaine Evans? Yeah, she's saying it. Okay, oh my gosh. I've never had this happen. Do you have a sweater or something that belonged to your sister? She's joking about it. I feel like it was something from like a high school era, or when you guys were young and she was in your closet and always borrowing stuff. She didn't always return it. Vice versa, you would borrow stuff from her and not give it back either. Just what sisters do. She's saying, she's teasing you. You still have her sweater. You still have her sweater. Okay, I have to take you guys take it's only gonna take me 2 seconds, maybe 5. I gotta be let the dog back in. The dog let itself out. Give me a split second. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate your understanding. I leave the door open so the cats can come and go, but the dog can't figure out how to open a door. The cats can open a door and let itself back in. And if you notice, there's no cats behind me tonight. One of the other things to look for when you're watching any of my videos is oftentimes I have orbs circling me. There can be apparitions. You can sometimes see smoky wafting, a little bit of spirit movement, but there is always something exciting going on around me. I want to give a big shout out to my guy, James. James is one of my best buddies. He's helping me out tonight, as my producer and director over here. So if you see James Schaefer, any of his posts that roll up through there, he is helping me out. I appreciate it, James. Sometimes not a big crowd tonight, but on some nights there's as many as 80 going on between both places. It's a little hard to keep track of everybody. Pop it back to this side. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Much love from Texas. Ah, hi, Jessica. Okay, I don't want to butcher this name. Jasta? Has got a question here. Is my brother watching over me? Yes, your brother is watching over you. I feel like he's been passed at least a couple of years, maybe no more than 4. I feel like it was an accident, perhaps. But he is with you an awful lot. He is protecting you. He says he's keeping an eye on you. I don't know that if you were the little sister, but he's calling you little sister. So I'm still trying to dial in for you, honey. Hang on. And I feel like whenever you are worshiping, and I'm almost feeling like, I don't know if it's temple or where you attend your type of worship. He says he does not go with you in there. He didn't like it when we were kids. He doesn't want to do it now. But yes, he is with you. It's kind of an inside joke. Yeah, I felt it was an accident or something very tragic. I don't know that he actually took his own life, though. Pretty. I'll tell you what, though, his heartache is healed too. Somebody broke his heart just prior to him leaving. He's wanting to let you know that he's okay that way, that his heart's no longer broken and crumbled. Okay. Lois is wanting to know what ghost cam do we use. It is an app. It is called Ghost Radar, and it allows them to speak through it. Now, it is the developer is Spud Pickles, just like the potato Spud Pickles. I didn't buy it. It is a very cheap app. Actually, it's a very free app. Even if you buy it, I think it's only like $1.99, but I didn't even spend $1.99. I just downloaded the Ghost Radar app on my Android phone, and it works awesome. Pamela Anderson wants to know any message from Herb to his son. I'm feeling like the son is pretty young. At least Herb is making me see okay, child around the age of 10, maybe, I guess. I can't tell. He's so proud of his son and the way he is healing from losing his dad. He's also saying that it's the opportunity for him to heal because his dad brought some chaos into his life a little bit. And he's just kind of saying that he hopes that his absence will help this kid be a better human being than he may have been. Now, I might be getting that completely wrapped around because, not wrapped around, but completely opposite. Oh, that's how I'm feeling it. But his dad's saying things should be easier for him now. His dad is saying he wants things to be better and easier for him. Is he having a hard time in school? I mean, I know the kids weren't, haven't been in school for a while, but did he have to deal with any kind of bullying? Because his dad's saying he's around him and helped him cope with that. Is anyone else hearing loud piercing noises? James, are you picking that up at all? Can you hear it? Is that something that is Colleen Gonzalez wants to know? Is that something that is on our end, or is that just spirit getting her attention? I do have a fan going in the background here at the studio, and I don't know if it's squealing. Maybe that you're picking that up. It's coming through the mic. I'm not real sure. All right, James did post the link to that Ghost Radar app. Deanne Keller says she's feeling off balance and unconnected. You know what, Deanne? Right now, there is. I'm trying to think. It is Mars and Mercury, and I think Mercury is in its shadow phase. It is putting a lot of that on those of us who are very intuitive and psychic. You are feeling it quite a bit. Yeah, Bob, I know the bells from the phone, but she's hearing a piercing ringing sound. Okay. Why does that do that? I don't know, but it does once in a while. Your mom is coming through and telling me that you're not having the opportunity to center and ground yourself. Some of that will go away once you get the chance to sit down and do that. But, there's a lot of things going on right now on the planet. And those of us that are sensitive really, really feel it. It's very draining. It's very disorienting. What's going on in the globe affects a lot of us. That's why so many people were pushed to riot. They were feeling these intense feelings, and then they were closed in like caged animals. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on in the globe. They're just scared. That's why we lash out. It's fight or flight. Those are the two responses we have when something you know, something scares us, fight or flight. Oh, Bob, and thank you for hanging out with me tonight here. I appreciate that. Even yeah, and I know that my phone, it's actually the bell that goes off when people send me private messages. Okay, James said he is getting some feedback on the audio, and it probably is that fan that you're picking up and getting some of that squealing noise from. Okay, Pam, thank you. She said that was Herb's great grandson that I felt, and he's age 12. Thank you for confirming that, validating that for me. Sometimes when I'm throwing out stuff to you guys, hundreds and thousands of miles away, some of you are on the other side of the planet. When I'm throwing this stuff out to you, I don't often get a lot of validation back if I'm hitting it on the nail for you. A lot of times I do, but I don't get to see it right as we're doing it. So thank you so much. Okay, the one that sounds like the bell ringer on a bike, or the bike ringer on the bell on a bike, is my messages. Amber Walker is saying, I can feel you with us, Zach. Um, he is with you. You know, when you come to me and you're waiting to talk or connect with your loved ones are right with you. Zach was hoping you would mention his name tonight. He kind of likes a little bit of the attention. He wouldn't have liked the attention in life, but he's okay with that now. He's also been hanging over your shoulder. Was Zach your brother? But I feel him like he hangs out with you when you watch TV. Yeah, he's with you all the time. He likes to trip you up though sometimes. Some little thing that kind of, you kind of accidentally drop a cup, but you catch it before it falls. He's always doing that kind of stuff to you, just being a typical goofball. Okay, I'm going to pop back over here to YouTube again. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. When they're asking for links or something, James is popping that up for me. John, an ambassador for Christ, says, hello. Hi, John. I want you to know that if you are, yes, I am a psychic, but I absolutely believe in the Christ consciousness. Jesus was the ultimate light worker. He was trying to teach love and healing, and that's why he was often depicted with light coming from his hands. Man, I love Jesus. Jesus was the dude. SL is asking, my brother Paul just passed. I wondered if he has something to say. I did not get to speak to him. John, the ambassador for Christ, am I saved? This isn't the place to ask me, honey. I want to know if you're saved. I believe in Jesus. Do you? You wouldn't ask me that if you really did. You'd have faith in your Jesus, and you would have faith that he saved me. I'm just picking on you, just having a little fun. Okay, I had a question about, okay. SL asked me about Brother Paul. He's wanting to give you a punch on the arm. And let's see, SL. He's throwing a little cliche statement out, something like friends to the end. He keeps wanting to, he just keeps showing me punching, but punching a brother in the arm like brothers do when you walk in a room and you give one a nuggie. Hey, James, I wish I could get you'd take care of that. You can leave that John, the ambassador for Christ, on there. Now he's talking against God too, and against Jesus. I don't know what your agenda is, dude. You're in the wrong page, man. You know what, John? We're all different. Every psychic, every medium, we all work differently. You know what? I appreciate your concern. I do. I absolutely appreciate your concern. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. It's, you know what, John the Ambassador is absolutely right. You should not just take what a psychic or medium says at face value. You know, you've got to know who they are. You've got to know where their heart is, where they come from. There are a lot of people that do this that worship the dark side and the occult. I am what is referred to as a spiritualist, and I believe in the Christ consciousness. I believe in God, and it's a different, God is different for everybody. Okay, here, where are we now? I lost track there. Somebody kind of wanted to rattle my cage a little bit. And I'm not going to let it happen. Sorry about that, John. Like I said, I respect your beliefs too, though. Jessica wants to know, there's a lady she sees with red hair. I thought it was my grandma. Can you verify this? Yeah, you may be seeing your grandmother coming near, but she doesn't look like she used to because she is showing herself at a little younger age. And you're not expecting to see her like that. That's why sometimes when we see them, we get that feel for who they are, but then we're not totally certain because they don't look real familiar. You know, my own sons, when they passed away, when they come and show themselves to either me or my friends who are psychic, they don't represent themselves. One was 3 months, and he doesn't show up at 3 months old. He shows up older, about 8 or 10. One was 23. And he kind of does show himself at about that age, but he shows himself a lot healthier and happier. Yeah, that's your grandma. She comes around and helps hold your daughter in the rocking chair. Is that your grandmother's rocking chair by any chance? Because she's letting me know that she's around that chair. Okay, Lori Watcher wants to know anything about my health. That hasn't been good. My love life is non-existent, and or messages from my parents. There's going to be an improvement on 2 out of 3 of those things, okay? Your health is going to get better, and there is going to be somebody that's going to come into your life. Now, don't get too attached. This is just somebody that's kind of you haven't healed and haven't gotten past an old heartache that you're dealing with, and until you can pass beyond that, till you can completely heal, you're going to attract somebody that's kind of on the same wavelength as you. And all in all, that's not a good thing right now because you haven't healed. You're going to run into somebody that needs healing too. That's when, after we get together with somebody else who needs healed too, then all of a sudden things don't start meshing quite right. One of us is healing, one of us is not, and then one falls away. And that's about where you are with this next person. So enjoy it for a fun time. It may not last a long time, but it's going to, two out of three of those things are going to improve. All right, let's see what's on this side. James, you're all right, man. I saw what you did to poor John over here. Thank you. Yeah, that happens, and I'm sure of it, SL says, what should I do about Daryl? Let him go. And I don't even know what or who Daryl is. All I heard was let him go. Is that somebody you were Okay, James is also wanting me to see Stephanie Driver's question about have we ever gone to a potter's field? If you're talking about a poor man's cemetery, yeah, we hang out in those places sometimes when we're ghost hunting. And when we do go into a cemetery, we always show the utmost respect, going in while we're there and leaving. But we haven't done one. We haven't been out to a cemetery to ghost hunt for a while. Okay. Wes wants to know, will Kendra come back? Do you know when? Yeah, she's going to want to come back. Wherever she went and whatever she's doing, she's not as happy doing as she thought she was going to be. She's made a choice that didn't work out to benefit her, and she's going to want to fall back on you. And I think the two of you could reconcile, but you're going to have to put whatever happened behind you, both of you, in order to do that. I think there was an indiscretion with one of you. I'm hearing that there was a third party in the relationship. It's always hard to do that. You can reconcile all you want one time in a relationship, get back together, or 10 times. It never seems to really work. I've been there, done that 100 times with 900 people, so to speak. Okay, Daryl's a new love interest. And what did I say? Something about letting him go? Now I don't even remember. See, when I'm reading and I'm channeling, I am getting what I get from the other side, and that's why I don't retain it. It's not actually my thought or my memory, so I don't. What did I tell you about Daryl? Okay. Yeah, there's something there. You guys are, you were hoping that you'd have a better connection with this person. Over a period of time, he's kind of showed some of the traits that you didn't like. And now that's kind of where you're at. You're kind of not really have a list out of the pros and the cons, but that's kind of where you're at. I don't know why, but I did. Like I said, I heard let him go. So You may very well let him go. There's something weird about him. I don't want to say, yeah, not polite, but he just has a little quirk, some little idiosyncrasies that he does. Clicks his uh, does something odd that really irritates you. Whatever it is starting to show up now. But we all have habits and issues that irritate other people. So it's um, not a good or a bad thing. Just make sure you give him the a fair chance. So Sharon Scanlon. Tina, I was wondering if my grandparents are around me, giving me support. Yes, they are. You, they're showing me somebody, either you or somebody in your family, who is dealing with some kind of a health issue, and you've had to experience some treatment, some doctor's visits. They were with you throughout that. And now, if it's for one of your kids or for you, I'm not certain, but they're just showing me these doctor's visits and the questions that were concerning that, and they're the ones who helped you make sure that this was nothing serious, okay? But your grandparents are very protective, and that's what they're doing around you, making sure everything's okay. Some kind of health issue that turned out to not be as scary as what we thought. So your grandparents are the troopers there, man. They're keeping their loving hands on you. Jasta wants to know, will I get married? You will, but it's a little ways off yet. They're making me feel like it's 3 years out, that you haven't even, you may not have even met this person, but I'm feeling as though, yeah, you're going to get married. It's going to come around very slow, it's going to be a very slow but steady courtship, and you two are going to get to know each other before you jump into that. This guy's very grounded, very settled, and he wants to do everything in the right order. You have great blessings from the other side, from your ancestors. I just see this crowd of people centered around you, and everybody is wishing all this good. They are showering you with flowers. So if that means anything to you. Okay, here's a good question from Tammy, and these are the kind of general questions. This is basically why I started this. Is there a soul attached to a stillborn, or is that person lost to us forever? No, there is a soul. There is even a soul with aborted babies. And it makes no difference if they are aborted or stillborn. Not to God. They are all amazing, precious little souls, and they ascend to a really special league of angels that even the aborted babies, but they are kind of, I don't want to say drafted into that special league of angels, but they are. And a stillborn baby can oftentimes reincarnate to the same parents. If there was a karmic connection and if there was lessons that needed to be learned, they can still come back to the same parents. But yeah, stillborn babies absolutely have a soul. I have a lot of mothers that have lost babies, and once I tell them that that baby is like a guardian angel, they often work with that, asking them to come in for help. So if you've got a little one that you lost, I do feel like it might have been a little boy. So did you. He is around you. Let me see. Hi, everybody over here in Faceland. Wendy K says, here we go. I have been struggling with anxiety and panic attacks, worrying about our finances. You are not alone. That is probably one of the biggest questions that I get asked all the time about general readings is finances. First off, let it go. The more you worry about it, the more the universe responds with giving you more to worry about. When you think in lack, like I lack enough money to pay the bills, I don't have the finances to for groceries. Whenever you think that way, that is how the universe responds. It responds accordingly. The more you think about and change, it takes a long time to change thought patterns, but the more you think about, you know what, something always comes through at the last minute. And don't you find that that's the way it is? Something always seems to come through at the last minute that, you know, the insurance is due on a car, and you know what, the kids needed something for softball, whatever, you know, we have to, all this money's going out, but something always comes through at the last minute. Just, you know, that stroke of luck at the 11th hour, and, you know, you find a little refund check for something or money tucked in a pocket. Things always seem to work out, but you have to be able to let go of it, and you have to constantly think that you have an unlimited backup, and you do. Source is back there. That's an unlimited backup. But it is difficult to get out of that mindset because we worry about paying bills. I do. You know, it gets to me once in a while, but I have to change my thought process in the direction. And then I find out that money, it literally flows in and falls in from unexpected places. Okay. Thank you, James, over there. Let's pop back over this. The anxiety and the panic attacks aren't serving you and aren't getting anywhere. It's just helping you manifest more of that. And I'll tell you what about anxiety. The brain likes to feel that. It gets the same chemical responses going as an addict has. And the brain likes to feel bad. Oh, yeah, I feel miserable. Give me more of that. And your mind will stay in that loop. So you have to learn to get your mind off the loop and off the issues, get on something else. I'm a big believer of the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is we get what we think about. We get what we're drawing that in. We are drawing it in. And if you're thinking about shit's going to fall apart, I'm not going to have enough money, guess what? Shit falls apart and you won't have enough money. But once you get that mindset as, you know what? My God, my source, my universe, whoever it is that you look to, has always provided for me and has always taken care of me at the last minute. Things always happen. That's what will happen. Things will come through. Hello from in Nebraska. Whoa. Patty Kaiser, struggling with most of her life and would like something good and positive. That little speech I just gave was almost geared for you, Patty. Same thing. Man, if you're thinking my life has been rough and stuff always happens to me and my friends are bad, my car doesn't run, you're going to get more and more of that. If you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, guess what? The universe will give you that. You have to think constantly that life is good, things are good. Life is going to get better, money is going to get better, things are going to come through, everything works out for me, in due time things work out. And the universe provides for me. Once you start getting those new thoughts going, then it does. You can't let things upset you, because the more upset you get about anything, get back into that negative mindset, and then that crap starts happening. Keep yourself as happy as possible. Okay. Sonia wants to know, is the one I can't see my grandma Blystone? She is around you. One of your boys saw him when he saw her when he was small. Okay, but yeah, your grandma, she's there. She's looking after all you guys. Bailey wants to know, what time is it getting to be? A little after 8. The dog let herself out again. I may have to go let the dog back in. She's out there barking. Let's see. Bailey wants to know, we're trying to get pregnant. Do you see this happening? Yes, but not right away. It won't be for about 6 months, but you have to take your mind off of it. Okay? You got to go back to doing it for fun. You can't do it with intent. You have to go back to relax, let it happen on its own. I think there's a little boy coming in your future. I have uncanny accuracy when it comes to predicting babies. So please keep us posted when you find out that you're expecting in the next 6 months, I'm sure. And it'll be like the tail end of the 6 months. As soon as you forget about it, you kind of like, oh, it's never going to happen. I give up. And then you take your mind off of it. That's when it's going to happen. Hi, Sandy. I want to send a big shout out to my friend, Sandy Vinson. I have been working with Sandy for several years. She is an awesome, awesome songwriter. I came to know Sandy when her daughter went missing a few years ago. And her daughter went missing for the greater good. Her daughter was investigating this human trafficking and child trafficking that's going on. And she decided she was going to get some of these bad guys and put them out of business so that they could not hurt children anymore. Sandy, and I've kind of said this to Sandy before, she was actually sent the remains of someone that she was told was her daughter. But I do believe her daughter is kind of, well, I don't even want to say that out loud, but I don't believe she's dead. I'm just going to let it go at that. Right, Sandy? Love you, Sandy. Hello from Hartford, Ohio. Hello, you guys. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for popping in. Okay, Kaylee Bond is saying she's been struggling with depression bad because her grandma passed away. Does she see me And what does she want me to work on in my life? Is she happy with what I'm doing? She's happy with everything except for that you're saying that you're struggling with depression because she died. Okay. She wants you to be free of that feeling, though. Okay. She's very proud of you. Your grandmother's making me feel like you did make some choices that weren't all that good, that you might have got almost tied up with a bad crowd. But she's wanting you to know she's happy with the way you're turning your life around and the direction you are going in. I don't know if you're thinking about continuing your schooling somehow, technical schooling, nursing school. I'm not sure what it is, but you've been thinking about it, and your grandma is putting that in your head. Give me a split second to let the dog in again. Well, I'm usually gone for about 5 seconds. All right, I'm back. Thank you, everybody, for being so patient with me and the dog tonight. I appreciate that. You know what? It's kind of hard to block out 45 minutes or an hour and a half to do this when you have pets. You know, this is the evening time when they usually start settling in. Stacia, anything interesting for you? Yeah, that big tall guy standing behind you. Your dad is there. He's hugging on you, honey. I think you've been feeling your dad too, haven't you? Let's see, let's see. Let me find that again, James. James is posting the YouTube link over on Facebook. If you guys that are at Facebook would please click that YouTube link and let it pop you over to YouTube. Okay, let it take you over there. And once you get over there, please like and subscribe. I've got 8 people in the room right now over here at YouTube. There was more earlier. If you guys please make sure you hit the like button when you're there. I appreciate it. Amber Walker is saying that she saw me in person in April. Thank you. I hope your experience was good and that I was able to give you some help or closure on some of the things that you were dealing with, Amber. Thank you so much. Colleen Gonzalez, let me see. Okay, wait. I have so many questions above. Honey, they scroll past me at 100 miles an hour, and I did not get to see them. I've got you now. Go ahead and throw me another question. Colleen Gonzalez, if you could, please throw me another question. Okay, Jessica wants to know. Jessica's over here on YouTube, and she wants to know, um, what did Victor think of me? I just ran into him like an hour ago. He's someone that I had a fallout with work. Um, use some caution around that, around Victor. His intent isn't as good as he's trying to let it be. I know you guys really had some words. I mean, I think you were about ready to kick his ass for him. But you know what? Let the dust settle on that. He's going to eventually drop it. You really made him look bad. He kind of came to a I want to say a knife fight where you were carrying a gun, so to speak. Verbally, you kind of got the best of him. Okay, and I was over here looking for Colleen. Colleen, did you send me another question? Okay, here's Heather. Heather wants to know anything from my twins. Heather, you know what? They are as perfect on the other side as they were here. More perfect. They're absolutely. Were they both boys? Do you know? They're around you. They're actually your little guardian angels too now. Hi, Colleen. Yeah, did you get? Is there? Give me your question, hon. I didn't get to see them earlier. They scroll past too fast. Sometimes I don't get the opportunity to. Okay, Cheyenne is asking. Her son's TV remote was in her room with them, and somebody was touching the remote. Also had the baby monitor on, and his TV came on. Yeah, you've got a grandparent that's kind of hanging out. It feels like a grandpa because he's really, really playing with the technology that he didn't see in life. He's like, what is this? You know, and grandpa is messing with the remote. He is messing with the baby monitor. You know, it's like he's on there going, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you're hearing static and some sizzle come through, that is that grandpa energy. He is absolutely a loving, caring energy. He's there to protect that child, that baby. He feels like it's his obligation. And you know what? The water bottle was picked up and thrown at somebody's head. You know, that was grandpa. I'm going to tell you, because sometimes grandparents do that. They want to get our attention. Let's just say, for example, it's my handy dandy, my K2 meter. This tells me when there's spirit energy in the room. But I'm going to use this pretend it's a glass. When spirit gets exasperated trying to get our attention, they'll launch anything at us, whatever happens to be close by. And if grandpa's trying to get his message across, that's just him. Okay. And it's not that as soon as we see that stuff, we always assume it's a negative energy that might be close by, but it's not. That is grandpa. He's the one creating all the commotion. But he's doing it in a loving, caring, and he's being a prank as he does it. But that was his personality in life. He would like to keep things shook up. Okay, what's on this side? Over here on YouTube. Mackenzie Prosser wants to know, she's new, okay. Welcome, Mackenzie. Thank you for coming. My brother passed away 2 years ago. I just want to know if he is finally at peace. He is showing me the minute it stopped right at you because your brother is maneuvered the feed on my YouTube page that I'm running right now. and he is just a ball of energy, and he's showing me him doing jump jacks. He's showing me chains flying, like he's breaking some chains, that he's free, doing cartwheels, jumping jacks. Oh, he's like, oh, so happy. Man, he dealt with some painful experiences in his life, and he's saying most of it he brought on himself. Mackenzie, your brother is, he says, look, he says, I'm not at peace. I'm not at peace. I am better than at peace. I'm happy. I'm joyous. I'm not laying around. I'm not doing the bad shit, he's saying. Okay, if that makes any sense. You probably know, Mackenzie. But your brother is, he's totally happy. He's joyous. Miss J wants to know, hi Tina, anything for this Scorpio reading, love? Yeah. I'm getting ready to post Scorpio tomorrow. At least I think. I can't remember who I did today. I know I did Taurus. I don't remember. See, you know, I channel so much stuff that I don't remember what I'm channeling. But yeah, Scorpio. I'm going to make a note of that so that I can get Scorpio done tomorrow for you. I will. Keep an eye on that. Okay, what time is it getting to be? I am going to do one or two more questions real quick here, and then we will wrap it up. It does get a little bit draining after a full day. Look at me. I look like I went to battle. Does get a little draining after a while, and I've been doing this for a little over an hour and a half tonight because I popped on early just to get things going. Katie wants to know, Tina, will my dad ever be at peace with my mom's passing? Yeah, but it'll be in the week before he passes. He loves your dad. He loves your mother so much that he cannot get past that heartache and pain. When you guys see that sign that he's kind of really come to terms with it, is when you might come to know that his time might be near. That's all he's been waiting for, is to be back with her. And she's been waiting patiently on the other side. No rush, she's saying. No rush at all. I don't know if that's going to be in, there's something about the number 3. I'm not certain what that is. It's at least 3 years out anyway. We're not putting any kind of rush. It's in Dad's time and in God's time. You know, that's one of the things a lot of people ask me, you know, Tina, like, I was diagnosed with this disease. How much time do I have? Well, you know, even the Bible says only God knows the hour and day. Sometimes they fill me in. Sometimes they give me like an indication of a ballpark. And I really don't ask for the most part. Let's see, anybody else? Joanne McEwen, getting ready to sign off, are you, honey? Thank you so much. I see you every week on here. You are a faithful follower. I want to send you love and light. I know you're dealing with a personal issue, health issue yourself, and I'm sending you continued healing energy, Joan. Thank you. Popping over here for one last one. Yeah, if you guys did have a question, yeah, I'm glad you were messaging James because he was able to catch some of those for me. And Abigail Rose wants to know, are my grandparents proud of me? And are they at peace? And was that my grandma in my dream the night she died? Yes, it was. Grandma came to you. It wasn't just a dream, it was a visitation. Of all the people in the family, you were one, there were a couple more that she came to and wanted to say a personal goodbye to. You might not remember the dream, but it made you feel very heartbroken. You missed her already. Um, Even in the dream, you had that scary feeling. But they are absolutely proud of you. They're saying you made some accomplishments in your life that they didn't expect that you would make, and that they're the kind of the strength that you've been coming up with. You kind of connect with them and ask them in a fashion like, help me out here. And that's their job. Call them in and ask them. Whether it's Abigail's grandparents or your grandparents, call them in and ask them for their help and their guidance. And they're standing ready. They're standing ready. All right, you guys. I am going to wrap this up. I appreciate every one of you. If you guys could still, my Facebook people could still pop over to YouTube. James, can you post that one more time? Okay, thank you. I did Taurus, Gemini, and Pisces. Thank you, James. If you could post that the YouTube link, either my go ahead and just post my page one. That's fine too. But pop over to YouTube, everybody. Please give me that like. Like I said, I need a body count over there. It kind of helps. YouTube will start promoting my videos right after somebody else's. Once I get the correct count over there, I need 1,000 subscribers, and I'm only a third of the way there. But if I can only get half of my Facebook followers, I have over 2,000 followers on Facebook. If I could get you guys over there, just go hit that subscribe button for me. I need that. All right, you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all your good wishes coming to me. It just helps me do my job a whole lot easier. And I never leave you guys that I don't send you love and light and wish you the best. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm so humbled. I am really, truly humbled by the affection that you guys show me. Love you guys. Good night over there. And we're going to go to YouTube and wrap that up. You guys, you know, I can't tell you I love you enough. I appreciate it. Sending you love and light, you guys.